Hey folks, it's the tax system, the predatory lenders, Washington Bureau. Now here you can see that the December unemployment report is out and unemployment came in at 8.5% and underemployment came in at 15.2%. Also, the average hourly earnings are at $19.54 an hour. And your average work week is at 34.4 hours a week. Also here you can see the average American makes about $2,900 a month or $34,000 a year. So let's go out to the street to see what the rest of the folks throughout the galaxy think about this. Now the December unemployment report's out and unemployment came in at 8.5% and underemployment came in at 15.2%. What do you think about these numbers?
I think it shows the economy is clearly improving. It sucks that the underemployment rate is still that low, because if it was a lot higher, the economy can get a lot better.
Definitely think it's a lot higher, but I'm glad to hear that it is improving. Definitely do hope that it had a lot to do with the economy slowly coming back around and smoothing itself out at the very least.
What do you think about these numbers?
I think they might be a bit off because we are currently, well, it's probably winter now, so a lot of people are getting out of the, the part-time jobs for winter sales, so like holiday sales and all that. So it might be a bit off right now.
What do you think about these numbers?
They're horrible. I mean, people in America want jobs, and we can't find them.
Those numbers actually suck because 8 and 15% is actually real small in comparison to how many people do not have jobs in general, or just not working in general, or just working like a couple of hours in general. You know, people can't live off that. They just can't. They got houses and apartments to pay for. They got cars and kids. You know, it really sucks that many people are sitting there, you know, not being able to, it's not that they don't want to do it, it's just that there's certain things that are not allowing them to do it.
The government numbers stopped counting people once they stopped getting unemployment benefits. And some people believe that the government numbers are wrong and we're actually closer to 11% unemployment. Do you actually believe the government numbers?
Definitely not. I do know a lot of people don't claim unemployment either just because they're unemployed. So that should also be taken into account. People who don't actually even get unemployment but are unemployed, therefore don't count as an unemployed type of status. So definitely I would think it is higher, but it kind of is one of those difficult things to track.
All those figures are at best skeptical, so I wouldn't believe them.
I mean, why would we believe that just because they say it is, that it really isn't? It's going to be a lot higher than that. Trust me, there's so many people who aren't even like recorded by the government. So I do not believe those numbers.
Do you believe the government numbers?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of hard to believe what the government says at times, but I'm pretty sure it could be at 11%.
Yes and no, only because the government likes to manipulate, but only for the interests of either them or the country. It just really depends. The number could probably change tomorrow. We just never really know, but the whole fact of the matter is that the problem itself is apparent. So apparent, in fact, that some places that people are really used to going to for shopping are no longer in business, or they are being taken over by or being merged by other businesses, and even then it's not really, you know, not really helping that much, which is really sad.
And recently, employment in sporting goods, hobbies, books, and music stores fell by 10,000 jobs. So in other words, you know, a lot of people in the comic book industry lost their jobs. What can be done to help these workers?
That's definitely a difficult one because a lot of people who don't have a lot of free income at the current time aren't spending it on those types of things, so therefore it kind of affects that market. Hopefully as the market itself improves, you know, people will have more free money to go ahead and give to their hobbies again, and
find an efficient way to get new jobs and to support them in some way, or get people together and find a way, or maybe even get a new president if that helps.
I don't know. I mean, if the government could do something, maybe about increasing these places that are sold, maybe like getting, not the government doing this, but everyone getting the news out. Don't go so much digital. Stick with like paperback stuff and going to stores and buying it in person, because these stores are all going down because of that.
Stop doing everything corporate. It's a small business that makes this country great, and when everything goes corporate, unfortunately all the smaller guys end up getting kicked to the curb.
Buy stuff. You know, I mean, everybody's so into, trying to, you know, pirate stuff and try to get over without having to actually just pay. You pay because you're not only paying the people that are making it, you're paying the people who are paying the people who are making this, and that's a lot of money. So we actually buy stuff, pay for stuff. I mean, even if it's discounted a little bit, you know, just pay for it because in the end, it helps them survive.
Now, a large amount of baby boomers are beginning to retire, and many people believe this is why the unemployment situation is improving. Do you actually believe that's the reason?
No, because retirement is completely different to supplement from than it would be to, let's say, derived from federal and state tax. You know, the baby boomers were already set, even though, yeah, they did kind of rob us for a generation, but in the end, their money is their money and our money is our money, and right now our money is very scarce.
Since all the baby boomers are getting retired now, like for my retirement, it's not going to be there anymore, but the employment, yeah, it is getting...
It actually definitely makes a lot of sense. I mean, my parents are roughly actually about that age and they actually just have retired. So because of that, it did free up their positions in their current employment. So I definitely do believe that has a definite influence on it.
Once someone leaves the position, there's always a position that needs to be open and positions need to be filled.
Now, a large amount of baby boomers are beginning to retire. Do you believe this is why the economy is improving?
It could be one of the reasons, but I hear that the government is giving out 200,000 jobs sometime this year. So I think it's a little bit because of that and because the government is doing some stuff to help it out.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say to the beings throughout the galaxy?
If you need help, Goku is right here because he is the savior of the planet. He's died twice for you guys, and he's a super nice guy.
Kingdom Hearts is the best game ever.
Especially with the economy, hopefully for the years will get better, especially for us young people who need jobs later in life.
So in closing, this is Taxis from the Predatory Lending Network. Talking to you.